Hey everyone, it's LaShonda here from Labors of Love with another Therapy Thursday. And today I want to talk about village matters. So, when I am talking about a village, I'm talking about the people that are physically around us, but also those who surround themselves with us emotionally, mentally, those we lean on, those who lean on us. And I have really been able to shift my perspective of relationships in village, especially over the last year or so. I grew up with the world view that once you're in a relationship with someone, no matter what that relationship is, for the most part, it is expected to go on for a lifetime, really. That once you have a friend, they're supposed to be your friend forever, and things like that. And so, as relationships began to leave my life, as people began to leave my life and relationships began to shift, there was always an amount of sadness. There was also some feelings of maybe shame, like I had done something wrong. Now I'm beginning to realize that different stages of my life require different villages because of my purpose in the world. And one of the things that I've come to understand so clearly, especially within the last, I would say, 18 months, is that I appreciate my village for being able to hold and support the weight of my purpose and calling without feeling burdened by it. That for me is the mark of a village that I want to be part of and that I want surrounding me. I recognize that the public nature of my life, the transparent, authentic, and vulnerable aspects of my calling require me to have people who can wrap their arms around me, can support me, and can encourage me, but that doesn't consume or take precedent over their care for themselves. And I love my village. Recently, I did a podcast, which is my most vulnerable I've ever done. I processed my reaction to the documentary Surviving R. Kelly, and I also shared very personal details about my own experience of sexual assault. And I have had so many people in my village reaching out to me, caring for me, sending my family meals, encouraging me, telling me they love me, gassing me up, helping me to remember that I matter, that my story matters, and reminding me that, you know, people have a different level of access to healing and truth because I am vulnerably sharing. Yet, I don't have anyone in my village who is losing sleep over my experiences. So my village is full of boundaried, caring, compassionate people. I realize that when I process and think about some of the relationships that I've had in the past and that I'm no longer close to certain people or don't talk to them at all, I realize that for some of them, their roles, their capacity, their capabilities, and who they are authentically wouldn't have been a good fit for the village that I need right now. And I can still have so much gratitude, appreciation, and love for them because when they were in my life, they were the village that I needed. And so I want to encourage folks to consider your village. I also want to be clear that I cannot really take credit for actively cultivating the village that I have. That might sound crazy. I didn't put out a social media post or send an email and say, who wants to be a part of my village? This is what I'm looking for. But what I did is I spoke out loud what I needed, what kind of village I needed, what kind of people I needed in it. And I was open to my village shifting. I was able to, for the most part, without a lot of resentment or anger, let go of some relationships that were slipping away. I was able to be brave enough and courageous enough to have conversations with other people as they appeared in my life. And I look up from the first moment that I declared I needed a shift in my village. It was March of 2021. And now I look at the village that's surrounding me and I'm almost like, oh my God, how did I get here? How amazing is this? And so that is my encouragement for you today. Look around your village and you might recognize due to some things that there are some relationships that it might be time for you to get some distance from, or you might recognize that there are some you want to grow in proximity to. But more than anything, just be open and honest with yourself about what kind of people you need around you. Be honest and open with yourself about what kind of person you authentically are right now, because you will then be part of someone else's village. And when you are clear with your capacity and your capabilities and you show up authentically, then people can make informed decisions about whether or not they want you in their village right now as well. And so that's it, y'all. I hope this was helpful to help you think about it, because village matters. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach me at www.thelaborsoflove.com. If you want to support my work, head over to Patreon/Labors of Love, The Labors of Love. No, just Labors of Love. We're on all the major social media outlets, and all of the links in every bio that I have will direct you to all the good stuff. Until we connect again, you all be well.